Hey guys, this is Jared.
And I'm Ryan.
From the Game Room.
Which is the channel?
That you're watching right now.
Mm-hmm. Unless you're on the website, which, why would you be there?
Because who goes to websites anymore?
No.
Other than Facebook and YouTube. Am I right, Internet? Am I right? Anyways.
Hey, on the internet, and I'm saying yes.
Anyways, we have a lot to talk about. So we've kind of been absent-ish, sort of, for the past month and a half. And there's a very good reason for it. One reason is this painting behind us of the Statue of Liberty that I hate. The other reason is the room that we're in right now. This room is our new game room, which is actually a living room, which is actually not even a living room at all. It's more like a dwelling room. But it's a game room now. So, yeah. Internet, you are going to be seeing a lot more of this room.
Yeah.
Starting today.
In other news, turns out the game called The game called World of Warcraft had a major graphics overhaul, and its title is now Rift. Wait. Blizzard changed its name to Tryon Worlds.
Tinfoil hat, that actually could be legitimate. That actually could have happened. Blizzard made a branch called Tryon, which made Rift, which is basically WoW with superior graphics, and now they're making money off of it. WoW is dying. Anyways, so yeah, we have both turned to Rift in the weeks that have ensued due to the catastrophe that was patch 4.2 or 3?
3. No, it's 2. The Cataclysm, if you will.
That ensued after Cataclysm hit.
Yeah, because the Cataclysm that was the Cataclysm wasn't a Cataclysm at all. It was a Cataclysm.
It was a veil. Really, they were just setting up for the actual Cataclysm, which was the bombing of a great game that now everyone is quitting.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Including us.
Quitting.
But it's okay, because we're all moving to bigger and better things.
Including more free-to-play games, which we'll be talking about in weeks ensuing. Not joke on last Cataclysm joke. But anyway, we have been playing a lot of different games in the past month or so now. This is after the whole 4.2 thing happened. We just kind of split out of WoW and just forgot that it even existed for a while because they did something really funky with that, and I, for one, don't really want anything to do with WoW anymore.
It's not really fun. I'm going to tell you why it's not fun for me anymore. Okay? There are 85 levels in WoW. It's a lot of leveling content. It's a good chunk of the game is leveling content. Once you get to 85, coming from a DPS standpoint, and all the other roles are the same as well, I assume. I've yet to find that out. But you'll see. Coming from a DPS standpoint, the rotations that all the classes have are intricate. But only only by means of keep this up at this time, when this is up, do this, and when this isn't up, do this. That is the basic...
Rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat. That is the basic intricacy. That's all you need to know to do a WoW DPS rotation. That is at level 85. 85 levels of learning this. On a Rift, I made a mage, and I'm playing Necromancer, and it's badass. I love it. I'm level 26 right now. 26. It's a lot less than 85. 26 right now, and my rotation has more tips and dips and dives and intricacies and nooks and crannies than any of my level 85 tunes do on WoW. It's more than just keep this up, do this, when this happens, do this. It's more of like, this causes this to happen, which then gives your pet this thing, and then when that happens, it loops back to you, and then you can do more of this, and then it starts back over.
But it's so much more intricate than that. So much more. And, not to mention, tanking and healing on this game are two of the hardest things I've ever experienced in a game ever. Because of the fact that Blizzard caters to casual players and makes everything just easy peasy. No one really cares at all about WoW anymore because it's not fun, because it's not challenging. Rift is challenging. Makes you think. Makes you, like, if you have an aggro problem, you have to deal with your aggro problem. And if you can't deal with your aggro problem, you then have to deal with your health problem. You have to deal with your ability to mitigate damage problem. You have to deal with everything. Whereas in WoW, you face roll everything. Quite literally. Just face roll everything.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boss is dead.
You could literally face roll on your key, like put your face on your keyboard and roll it around and win. I'm not kidding. That is how easy WoW is now.
Yeah.
Except for heroic modes on 25 man. However, even those aren't really posing that big of a threat to the raiding community anymore. Because we've already got quite a few guilds that have downed Ragnaros on heroic.
10 and 25.
This is week 4 or 5.
I don't know.
Regardless,
I haven't even keep track anymore because I don't care about it, to be honest with you.
Regardless, it's only been a month or a little bit more than a month.
And that's only the people that either, like, are 85 and in a guild, or are 85 in Pug. The rest of the people that are leveling up can't do anything.
Okay.
All those people that are like, oh, the Cataclysm's cool, they're redoing all the leveling content, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna make a WoW account and start playing WoW. No, because you can't, those people don't count towards the end game stuff. They level and they're like, oh, this is cool, all the questing is cool. Then you get to end game and they're like, I'm disappointed. Because some of the like,
WoW sucks.
WoW sucks. Rift is better. we're beating around the bush here.
Well, we do that a lot.
We do that a lot. Rift, you don't have to be level capped to experience a group experience.
Yeah. There's these things in Rift called Rifts. We've talked about them before, but I'm going to reiterate it anyway. Basically, it's an open world event. Everyone comes, everyone dominates, everyone gets stuff, and everyone's happy.
There you go.
And you don't have to cater to anything. You just do it.
Like,
you just go in and you do it.
It's
and
not like
people, and it's like
it's not like, oh wow, the whole zone is being taken over by rifts. LFG this zone rift invasion. No. You show up at a rift, and there's people there fighting it. You join them, then the whole group moves to another rift, and you join the group that's already there, and you destroy that one. Then it repeats until the whole zone is just clear of all the badness.
That is how that works. It is awesome. Everyone needs to experience it. Play Rift. It's actually really fun. Aside from that, we now have hybrids back in Rift, which is another thing that I've talked about that I'm going to reiterate yet again. You get 3 souls. 3 souls to put points in. You can put any amount of points in any tree that you want. Up to 51. No. Well,
Yeah.
51 individually in each tree. But you get like 61 or 64 or something like that. 60 something points to put into your tree. It's been a really long time since I've read anything about in-game Rift. Because I, quite frankly, haven't got there. Because leveling in Rift is also very, very fun. Mainly because of the invasions and the Rift. Everything.
It's not handed to you.
Exactly. You have to actually get out and do stuff in order to get stuff. And
Like
it's hard.
experience and levels.
And it's hard.
What he's saying, what he's getting at is that you have X amount of points, and it's implied that you're supposed to put more points in one tree and then less in one and then less in the other one. However, that's not the case. So you have like 65 points. You can put 30 of them here, 30 of them here, and then 5 over here because that third one just doesn't matter at all. Or you can put all of them, 51, the maximum in one, which is going to be your main thing, so you have a lot of everything. Then you can put the remaining 14 points in the other 2, which is still viable.
Very viable.
Very viable.
Another
But the thing is about it, it doesn't matter. There's not a best spec. There just isn't. It's like, oh, well, I like being deathy and having skeleton pets, so I'm going to be a necromancer. Oh, well, I don't like that. I like being a fire guy, so I'm going to shoot fire. We do the same DPS. It doesn't even matter. Oh, well, I like calling on thunder and being a shaman. This bullshit. I do the same DPS as everybody else. It doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want and still succeed.
Another thing about Rift is that, I mean, this isn't to discourage casual players. It's a hard game!
It is a hard game. It's challenging. You have to... If it was your first MMO, you would probably say, oh. But if you've already have experience with MMOs, you would probably be like, oh.
Well, even if it's your first MMO, like, I've talked to countless amounts of people in this game that have no idea about an MMO. They have no idea it's their first MMO. They've never played anything like it before. And they heard about Rift and they were like, oh, it's different than WoW. There's MMOs outside of WoW. What is this? How did this happen?
Quite frankly, if an MMO comes out and it's not WoW, it's good. Because WoW has been in existence for far too long.
Yes. But still, these people have only heard of WoW. They've only played WoW. Well, they've only had friends that played WoW because they thought it was evil or for whatever reason didn't play. And so now they heard of Rift, and now they love Rift. And it's like he said earlier, there is no best anything. You can do anything as anything and still win.
Like, okay, like you take someone down.
Not to take that lightly. I mean, there's still roles like there's.
I mean, you still have to know how to
DPS.
You still have to know how to do it, but it doesn't really.
My favorite support. Just saying.
Like, you take somebody who's never played an MMO before, doesn't understand like classes or anything like that. You take them down, and you sit them down, and you're at the character creation screen for Rift, and you're picking your class. You say, okay, what do you want to do? Do you like swords? Do you like magic? What do you want to do? And you say, oh, I like magic. I like magic. It's cool. Oh, I'm a fan of Harry Potter. I like Gandalf. He's cool. So I'll pick magic. And it's like, all right, what kind of magic do you like? What's your favorite scene from any Harry Potter thing or whatever? And then they sit there, they're thinking, like, oh, well, that part of that one Harry Potter movie where Dumbledore does the big fire tornado thing and it kills all the zombies. That's pretty cool. I like that. Alright, so your first thing will be Pyromancer. You pick that. And you're like, oh, that sounds cool. I'm okay. And you're like, okay, well, you get a second one. What else do you want to do? Oh, well, that's cool. Well, there's this part of Lord of the Rings whenever Saruman makes a lightning bolt come out of the sky and he hits the mountain and it ruins the Fellowship's day. And they're just like, oh, well, okay, you can be a Stormcaller. You can be a Stormcaller. That's and you're like, okay, so I get to do both. That's cool. Then your third one, it doesn't really matter. You can just do whatever you want because it just kind of adds a little bit, or whatever. But either way, with that, and the person is enjoying playing it, they get to end game and they'll be like, okay, well, this is how I do DPS, and they're like, oh, someone else who's some elitist faggot who has the best, will be like, oh, well, you're doing the same DPS as me.
In other words, this game isn't numbers, like WoW. And it's more fun and getting together with your friends and playing a video game together and not caring about numbers. And it's challenging. But you would think, how do you have a game that's challenging without numbers? Think about it.
If the numbers don't matter, other things do. But it doesn't mean someone who likes numbers, like me. I like seeing numbers. I like seeing big numbers. I like seeing lots of numbers. It's my thing. I like numbers. That type of person is still satisfied. It's gonna be great.
Play Rift!
Bah. Bah.
Okay, so here's a list of the games we've been playing for the past month. Dragon Age, Origins, Dragon Age 2, Final Fantasy 13, Dragon Nest, Maple Story, what else have we been playing? Star Fox 64, what else have we been playing? Oblivion.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of Oblivion. What else? Oh, Zelda Wind Waker. Pretty much everything in our arsenal except WoW.
We've been kind of trying to find something to get away with from WoW, but still satisfy our MMO needs. And that's where we all circles back to where we started.
Which, another thing I want to say is that Rift is amazing and everything, but I personally cannot wait for Dragon Nest to get out of beta, because that was truly a great idea for a game. And I really want to see it come to fruition, and not just sit in beta, like Nexon tends to do to all their games.
Yeah.
No, here's the game, it's beta, yeah!
Well, that just about wraps up this episode for this week. Thank you guys for watching and actually staying subscribed and not unsubscribing because we haven't been putting out any new videos.
I'm Jared.
And I'm Ryan.
And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. check out the website, thegameroomtv.com. Go check it out. You can follow us on Twitter, TheGameroomChannel. If you have any questions for us, feel free to leave them in the comments or email us at thegameroomchannel@gmail.com. That's pretty much it. Play Rift.
Bye.